whatever's required. This is Viner.
It's just a 4-4-1 really, isn't it? See, Chris Regan, Lafay's a 2 in there now. Yeah, it's a game now, and you can see they're in discussion there. Michael Proctor, Regis Lebris. New coming down there, Bristol City like to have possession, so it's going to be a long old afternoon, and it's looking at counter-attacks now, isn't it? And you've still got people up the top end of the pitch with the threat. Tommy Watson, Patrick Roberts and Mayenda all can carry the ball well.
City moving it on. This is George Earthy on loan from West Ham United. Pring. Joe Williams. George Tanner. Jason Knight. Joe Williams moving it around well here, Bristol City. Waiting for a crack.
Yeah, well, that's when Sunderland just got to be compact, and we've seen sides do it enough to us throughout the course of the season. Just looking for that little threading one, that's ball now.
Might unlock. It's Regan there, helping out. Throw on the far side, taken quickly. Berra beaten Plymouth Argyle. Big game at both ends of the table, that one.
Yeah, and at the moment, as you say, both Coventry and Middlesbrough just in below. Bristol City winning. I feel this is a big opportunity now, isn't it? Against the Sunderland side coming into it.
What's that do for a manager when you lose a player so early
on?
It's the kind of game plan out the window.
Exactly that. You've done all your work during the week, haven't you? And you're building into it, and then all of a sudden within 5 minutes you have to change it. But it happens in football, you've got to adjust. And you do enough sessions in training where you work 10v11 sometimes with the man down. You've got to get used to it.
Pring inside, and Enzo Lafayette taking matters into his own hands. So chasing the ball.
He's done well there, Enzo Lafayette, hasn't he? Just releases from his central midfield position, goes pressing all the way through to the keeper.
Forced the pass.
Yeah.
He'll be disappointed, Trey Hume, won't he? He's had some great form of late, and Mayenda, he might be in here.
He's in.
He's
there you go. There you go. Well, do you know what? He gets one or two little bobbles there into his path, but fair play. He carries it up the top end of the pitch. As I mentioned there, on the counter-attack, those Sunderland fans are up, and Sunderland are in front.
Well, you just mentioned it, Danny. If he was to get the ball in that position and charge forward with it, he could be in with a chance. He didn't just take the chance, he's done brilliant.
Those two dive in there, don't get it, and then he's onto the middle centre-back, isn't he? And they're trying to get back in. He hasn't got too much support. Tommy Watson outside in there, he can feed it into him now, but then he just does enough. Last one there, is it Knight? Yes, Knight, isn't it, here? Feels he's going to make the foul if he tries to step across him, and then just passes it back into the corner where he's come from. Lovely composed finish. That's Mayenda. I said earlier, he always has moments in the game. Well, that's a big moment, and he's got his side in front.
I can watch this all day, Danny. It's absolutely brilliant from Elijah Mayenda.
Yeah, see Viner there. He thinks I've got him in a good position. He doesn't want to go on his right foot. It's a couple of little step overs, and he just chops in between Viner and Jason Knight trying to get back in, the skipper. And he gets it onto his favoured left foot, and he almost just passes it, doesn't he, back into the corner from which he's come from.
When you're out there, Danny, and you go down to 10 men quite early, how do you conserve the energy as the game
Yeah,
goes
that's the
on?
thing. It's just been organised. Just have a look at this.
Yeah, Elijah Mayenda is going for this. The keeper comes out. He wasn't that convincing. He does do enough.
Does well in the end, doesn't he? Just gets there.
Max O'Leary.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, say there, you've lost the body technically at the top end of the pitch because obviously you drop one down, so you've gone 4-4, you've gone 4-4-1 really, haven't you? So yeah, you're giving up possession top end of the pitch, but it's still difficult to break down. You've seen it time and time again where a team, if anything, becomes more resolute because you know you're down.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But yeah,
harder to break down 10 men.
And you think, listen, lads, we've got to dig in now. You know, it's gone against us, 5 minutes on the clock, and we're a man down.
Yeah. Getting it back as well, Eliza Mayenda for Sunderland. Charging through, Eliza Mayenda.
That's good there from Pring. Full-back, well, let come to this left-hand side, this left wing-back, just tucks it, does really well, closes the space. As Mayenda just tries to knock it past Viner, isn't it? Yeah. See there, and he comes in on the cover, does really well.
Dan Neil stepping out with it. Good burst from him. Hielda. Momentarily dispossessed, but retain possession. Mepham. Touch from Patrick Roberts. 9.
It's good possession from Sutton. You see Bristol City just sat off us a little bit, allowing us to rotate the ball around the back. Sutton will be happy with that. Just a bit going on there, yeah. Mackie Wells involved.
Chris Rigg, right in front of the fourth official as well.
Yeah. Coming together, just like Mackie Wells just pushed Chris Rigg away around the head.
Opposite ends of their careers. Mackie Wells and Chris Rigg. Wells is 34 now. That's from Rigg. Big crossfield ball from Luke O'Nien, looking to bring Tommy Watson in. Frustrated, but it looked like
it was that block tackle. I think it was Bristol City's ball. Maybe try and kid the ref there, pick the ball up quick. Yeah, what's wrong with that?
This is Cameron Pring, drops it off to Zach Viner. Jason Knight. Pring. Challenger from Patrick Roberts. So player stays down, he's now back on his feet, George Earthy. Knight. Pring. Earthy wants it down the line. Chris Rigg comes across. Someone play it out. Nutmeg from Chris Rigg. And get it clear. And they come forward. Knight. This is Tanner. Joe Williams. Jason Knight. Balls flying in around the championship. Norwich got a goal back. Earthy. Knight tries to keep it alive. Pringle cross it in. Opportunity here from Mehmeti. Comes out.
Yeah, don't deal with it. A couple of opportunities to clear the ball there. It drops to McCrory in the end. Smashes it under Anthony Patterson. Bristol City ahead. Feel like it's been coming, hasn't it, since the second half. Say they got themselves back into it early on. A lot of ball coming into that box. Just have a look at it here now. Ball threaded in. Say Earthy's been quite lively in this second half, but here now somebody's got a switch on there. Receives that ball there. We've got 4 or 5 shirts in the middle. Joe with a heavy touch. Doesn't deal with it. I don't know if he's trying to cushion it to Luke O'Nien or it just pops off him. Either way, have a look. I think he's trying to kill it there. It just pops off him there. Or he just steps onto it, smashes it under Anthony Patterson. Bristol City. Oh, it's a little deflection as well. Job as well. So double whammy for Job there coming off the bench, isn't it?
So just step forward, but Knight able to play the ball forward himself. Now Wells, Tim shot really.
Yeah, well, it opens up, and we're just getting a little bit deep in there. Just keep an eye on it. We've got 4 or 5 shirts in there. We can bump other players on for me. You see in the middle there, we've got 2 or 3 not doing anything, just almost congesting it in our 18-yard box. Somebody's got to release there because we're going to get a little bit deep, and then it's going to open up for them for 5-10 yards to keep pulling the trigger from the edge of the box.
He leaves it. This is Williams. Drury. So let's sit back into this block. Need to go and meet the ball though. It's be hard ask all afternoon after losing a man so early, but they're going to have to. McCrory. Knight. Now Pring. Back to Knight. Been held off by Fitzrig. Dickey. Lots of time for Bristol City here. They're flicking through.
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. Those build-up plays, either get it out wide and the ball delivered, which Sunderland generally you'd be happy with. I think from our point of view, you fancy your centre backs to deal with it coming in, those flat balls, or competing with Naki Wells in the middle there. So he's not the biggest and most physical of centre forwards, but you've got to be switched on for those little clever ones, those little threaded passes, what they're looking for there, Bristol City. Doesn't quite come off on that occasion.
Mayenda flicks it on. Patrick Roberts gets there. Now Rigg. Lovely ball inside if FOURFEO can get there. Well, between him and Tommy Watson, none of them do. And that allows Bristol City to come forward. Rigg with the challenge. Hjelde has to get there as well. Now Watson. Dispossessed by Williams.
Give it away.
Mayenda gets it back for Sunderland. He's charging forward with it once again. Eliza Mayenda. Roberts just at the bottom of your picture. Gets on the ball. Get it back. Only momentarily. I think that's going to be a Bristol throw in. Oh, the shot from distance goes in!
Well, because the ref isn't out 7 in the first half. You're happy with the centre-back striking from there, and it is
Rob Dickey
from 25-30 yards, comes out to him there, no pressure, and it's a firm side foot really, isn't it? Finds the top corner. Anthony Patterson watching it, sail into that top corner, and they're back on level terms.
Let's watch this back from this angle, it'll be a good one. LaFay with the initial clearance, goes to Rob Dickey, takes a touch out. Lovely finish. Not from a Sunderland point of view though.
No chance for Anthony Patterson either.
Front line on doing it. Take things into your own hands.
Exactly, yeah. Well, you had one in the first half and say 1 or 2 strikes, and naturally you do so, don't you? You're happy with the centre-back striking it from there, but give him credit, it's a lovely finish that. So he's not thrashed at it, it's just guided it into the top corner. I said they've started really well, Bristol City, they forced us back. They did in the first half, but they've moved the ball a little bit quicker. It's going to be a long...
So they'll be patient. Spring gets it back. Wells puts it around Mepham, and then a challenge comes in. A few shots of handball as Dan Neil as it clears it towards Eliza Mayenda, gets his body there.
Lucky there, yeah, he done really well, got the jumping, didn't he? But the Bristol City player just takes it off his toe. Viner it was.
They're making this extra play count, Bristol City, but they're just not doing anything with the ball.
No, I was getting to, I'm just thinking with Elijah Mayenda, you see how the 3 centre, because they've got the 3 centre backs and they're split really wide, 20-30 yards apart, and then you've got Dickey through the middle. I just say to Mayenda, just come and sit 20 yards where he is now in there off the middle centre back, and if we nick it into his feet, yes, you've got Williams and Knight who are sort of in there now trying to get on possession as they are, looking for those little passes, but on the turnovers into Mayenda, drive forward, yeah, one-on-one with Rob Dickey, the centre back in the middle.
Looking to take it quickly, he has done as well, and the ball's bobbling through, cleared by O'Nien as we approach the half-hour mark. Knight. Earthy. Williams. Drop of a shoulder from Wells, he runs into Daniel, it's another free kick. Could Daniel do anything about that?
Listen, it's a free kick. Dan's arguing it, where can I go type of thing, but it is. It just, as it rolls across his body, he plays it. Look there, allows it across Chris Mepham. Then yeah, it's a foul.
Well, Bristol City have had all of the ball, Sunderland down to 10 men, but the scoreline is what counts. Bristol City 0, Sunderland 1, thanks to Eliza Mayenda. The goal which started well within his own half. Those Sunderland fans behind the goal there really enjoyed it. They enjoyed it back here at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, just get frustrated now, won't they? The home fans in there. You see it's not quite happening, and Sunderland have been deep, and then you've got to soak it up. Man down.
Tactical fingers on shore there from the coaches.
Yeah. But as I say there, when you win it, and I said we've got players who can hurt them, and they know what he's about now, Eliza Mayenda. He's quick, he puts the fear in defenders. You can see Viner, by the time he engages him on the halfway line, he doesn't want to step in and commit. Drops off all the way into his own box, hoping that his midfielders can get back in and help him out, and they can't in time. And he punishes them.
Watson. Can finally end up hold up player. Now Pring. Watson. Finally end up hold up player. And Pring. Watson. Finally end up hold up player.